Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. I have a quick message for you. One of the things that's going to be happening over the next in the next week, I am going to start going live on Facebook for about 20 minutes from 10 to 10:20 Central Standard Time. You can post any questions you want during that time frame, and I'll answer everything I can. I will be going over some things that are happening astrologically, things that are affecting everybody, to kind of give you some more insight of what's going on. But feel free to ask me any questions about anything you'd like. I'm kind of used to kind of crazy questions, so there's not anything that I can't answer in that perspective. One of the things that I would like to share with you is I also have a Psychic 101 class starting, and this is my first one ever that is going to be streamed live over Skype. So I'm very, very excited about that. We've been going over a lot of technical issues and how to record and how to take video and all of those things, so that we hopefully have everything down to a science. There'll be it's a two-part class. The first part will be September 15th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Each class session will be let out over Skype. You have to sign up for the class. You have to pay for your seat. I will hold the class at 10 people, and hopefully that will not be too crazy. Right now I have about 4 people signed up for the class, so hopefully that won't get a little crazy. And then the second half of the class is September 29th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we'll be doing meditations, and so it'll be really important for people to find quiet places to get in touch with me and be able to ask their questions, but then also at the same time that they can also communicate with me. And that's what's so important about my classes that I teach, is this is a psychic development class. I truly believe that everybody already has psychic abilities. So everybody already has those. Some people are more drawn to certain things, and some people are kind of like, I think I know some things, but I'm kind of afraid of it, or I don't want to open it up because I don't feel protected. That's one of the things that I teach in the class, is how to protect yourself, how to open it up, how to turn it down, how to turn it up, so that it doesn't affect you unless you're ready for it to affect you. And then of course, always how to keep yourself protected. I think that's one of the most important things I teach my students, and each gift has its own way of being protected, and how to bring out the fullest possibility of that gift. And then what are other things that people have that same gift that they may be gifted a little bit differently from you. So even under let's say clairaudient, which would be clear hearing, some people hear ghosts, some people only hear angels, some people only hear mumbling, so they kind of, but they don't hear voices necessarily, or they don't get a full message, or they hear parts of things, or they'll hear someone talking, they'll turn around and be like, there's no one here, but yet I'm hearing something, but I'm not understanding what I'm hearing. And so there are some ways to turn that up and turn that so it'll get better, so you can hear your own angel messages for yourself and get those messages so that it can change and insight your own life. It's one of those, it's a really amazing way to go through life, of having this little angel on your shoulder giving you information and giving you kind of the pat on the back, or the kudos when you need it, or try this instead of this, or think of this instead of that. It does make a complete difference in how you conduct your life, knowing that the other side is so very, very close to us. The last 2 classes of Psychic 101, well, the last couple of classes is I do a past life regression meditation. So I kind of guide you through a meditation, and you're fully awake. You can step out of it anytime you kind of feel scared, but we take you to a couple of past lives to bring up things that are still affecting you at this lifetime. I often say that past lives are like, if you didn't finish all your laundry last week, you're going to bring it into this week, or you didn't finish all your laundry last month, you're going to bring it into this month. The thing is, though, you already have all the laundry for this month. You already have all the things that you're supposed to do in this lifetime already. You've already made commitments, you've already made contracts with other people, and you already have things that you're supposed to be taking care of. And then you add on top of it what you didn't finish or didn't take care of last life. Sometimes it's things that I was too afraid, or I didn't feel comfortable doing it, or I knew that this was going to cause my death in some way, and so people kind of chicken out for whatever reason that is. But they'll bring that into the next life, and what happens is then in this life you're just overwhelmed constantly. You're always overwhelmed because you've not only got the stuff for this lifetime, but you've got the stuff from last time. There's also other things that can bleed over. Commitments that you made in past lives will bleed over into this life. Fears, definite fears are an easy one that bleeds over from past lives into this life, and we can release those through this past life regression meditation, and that's really a fun thing to do. And then the last class is I take you forward. Now that we've cleared out some of the stuff and you've kind of learned about your own gifts and abilities, what would the future look like for you in this lifetime? So through another meditation guided, I take you into the future, and my students get to choose either it's 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years, and you get to pick kind of your choice of what you would like to choose and all of that. I would say that most students choose I'm saying, like the 1 and the 5 years, so it's kind of like what's going to come up pretty close, and then what's could it be like further out. If you change jobs, if you get divorced, if you get married, if you have children, all of that will show up in there. And yes, it's all up for interpretation. So if you didn't like what you saw in your progression moving forward, you can completely go, I'm not making those choices again. And when that starts showing up in my life, I'm going to choose to make different decisions than I did in the past. And then you can also, like, if you're like, wow, this is really a life that I really, really like, and I want that, but I don't want to wait 5 years to get it. Knowing where you're going, you can start pushing that direction a lot faster. And so that 5-year mark would come to you in maybe 2.5 or 3 years or 4 years out instead of the 5 years, and you can make it come to you a lot faster. So that's a little bit about what's coming up next week for us, and we'll be getting ready for Psychic 101 Live, and so that's really a fun thing. So if you're interested, go to my website. It's oneinspiringwoman.com, and there's tons of information on there, or you can always email me at ruth@oneinspiringwoman.com, and you can just send it right to me, and I'll take care of it. I hope you have an amazing day. Talk to you soon.